we have made the transition into the music hall where Warren Zevon just apologized for smoking. It is true. Normally a no-smoking room, although whenever we have artists of great stature, we bend the rules. Only for Joni Mitchell has that rule ever been relaxed.
Great stature, huh? Well,
Yes.
so much for it stunning her growth, I guess.
Joining me, Warren Zevon, who's had a long, illustrious career, occasionally rocky. He's made 12 albums.
Checkered.
Turbulent. Songs been recorded by Linda Ronstadt, a bunch of others. You've been scoring music for television recently, I understand, as well. He recorded his new album with some good folks, some of which we have here in the music hall with us today. Larry Klein is here. Bruce Hornsby is not. David Lindley is not, but
Duncan Aldrich.
Duncan Aldrich is. The album
My
was recorded.
longtime collaborator.
The album was recorded in Warren's. Was it your living room?
Well, nearly.
The home studio. It's called Mutineer. Let's welcome Warren Zevon. So, how have you been? What's been going on?
What's been going on? I've been fine. Pretty much fine. I have kind of a cold. I have a lingering cold. I think it's the result of the delayed summer in Los Angeles effect we've all been suffering. But otherwise, I'm fine.
Good. Well, why don't we get started with a tune? What are you gonna play for us, Warren?
I don't know. We'll play a couple of chords and see what it develops into, I guess. The Indifference of Heaven. Gentlemen?
Time marches on, time stands still, time on my hands, time to kill. Blood on my hands, and my hands in the till. Down at the 7-Eleven, a gentle rain falls on me, and all life folds back into the sea. We contemplate eternity beneath the vast indifference of heaven. The past seems realer than the present to me now, and I've got memories to last me. When the sky is gray, the way it is today, I remember the times when I was happy. Same old sun, same old moon. It's the same old story, same old tune. And they all say that someday soon my sins will all be forgiven. The gentle rain falls on me, and all life folds back into the sea. We contemplate eternity beneath a vast indifference heaven. They say everything's alright. They say better days are near. They tell us these are the good times, but they don't live around here. Billy and Christy don't, and Bruce and Patty don't. No, they don't live around here. I had a girl, now she's gone. She left town, town burned down. Nothing left the sound of the front door closing forever. The gentle rain falls on me, and all life folds back into the sea. We contemplate eternity beneath the vast indifference of heaven. The vast indifference of heaven.
Warren Zevon.
I kind of kicked off the Vegas tempo on that one, but
Is that slower than or slower or faster than the record?
faster.
Oh, is it? That's the Vegas tempo, and
It's the
In like-
show business excitement, yeah.
I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about, and the first thing that popped into my mind was, was the LA music scene back in the 70s. It seems as though the troubadour has experienced a little bit of a renaissance, if not a renaissance. It seems to have moved out of its heavy metal phase and into a more of a folk rock kind of vibe again. Troubadour being club.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah. That has some things, I guess, in common, perhaps, with what it was like in its heyday. The troubadour, Doug Weston's troubadour, was like the center of the music scene, or at least one of the music scenes here in LA back in the 70s. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if
Well,
not,
it
what
was. It wasn't really the center of my music scene. I didn't exactly have one, you know. I was antisocial then, too.
So you never went out to the clubs?
I remember seeing people at the Troubadour. Jackson Browne played there solo, and I remember Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham there.
But you weren't a regular performer there.
No, I never performed there. I've never performed there.
Is that right?
I could make it up.
We don't need to go in that direction. I do also want to ask you about the Hindu love gods. You'd think that given REM's stature at this point, that
They'd be ashamed of the project.
no,
they
no,
are.
no, I'm sure they're not. But that it would be more well known that you made
Get
a record
Buck
with
down here and ask them. They are.
You made a record with REM, a full album.
Yeah.
It was describe it. I mean, how did it come about? And first of all, it was called the Hindu love gods.
Describe it? You mean like the song titles?
No, just tell me how the whole thing came together and what the experience was like.
Well, I'd played, you know, I jammed around in Georgia with those guys, and they played with me here and there. So we rehearsed, kind of like a band going on the road. We rehearsed in a place for a week or two, and then we went in the studio for a month and recorded it like a band. It was like being in a band for me. An unusual experience, an anomaly in my career.
Why did it happen?
Why did it happen? Well, it seemed like a good idea to all of us.
You still think it was a good idea?
Yeah, I liked the record. The Hindu Love Gods album was like an afternoon jam session. We all kind of stood around one microphone. And, well, we sort of stood around one microphone. Duncan was there. I mean, I suppose the amplifiers were all tidily isolated in the booth and everything, but it was sort of, we sort of stood around.
Fabricated garage recording.
Yeah, exactly.
It led to your many requests for Raspberry Beret out on the road.
Well, that's true.
That was
that's
the
true.
song that
Yeah,
you
it was
did
like
on
a
that record that was really good. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was
you
like a sterile garage band, yeah.
that was a it's
That
right.
expanded his audience a lot, I think.
Yeah, it really did, didn't it?
Prince
It
touch.
really shifted the demographics for me.
Well, we're
Come
looking forward to Hindu Love Gods 2. Hopefully that's just right around the corner. Do you want to play another song from Mutineer?
I'm doing that with Moby, though. Hindu Love Gods, too. It's more of a techno approach
Well, I
to
see
traditional music.
you've gotten started here. You have the synthesizer sort of collection begun.
Yes, well, this is kind of a toy synthesizer, though. I'm sure you can tell.
Not by listening to it.
We haven't heard it yet.
That's true. Warren Zevon, our guest in the music hall this afternoon. What are we going to hear next?
I think we'll try Mutineer. We'll try some heartfelt balladeering.
hoist the mainsail, here I come. Ain't no room on board for the insincere. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. I was born to rock the boat. Some may sink, but we will float. Grab your coat, let's get out of here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. Long ago we laughed at shadows, lightning flashed and thunder followed us. It could never find us here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. Long ago we laughed at shadows, lightning flashed and thunder followed us. It could never find us here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. I was born to rock the boat. Some may sink, but we will float. Grab your coat, let's get out of here. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. You're my witness, I'm your mutineer. I'm your mutineer.
Warren Zevon live in the Music Hall at FM 101.9.
You know, I was giving you the special high sign, the pedal sliding out from under my foot signal. That's okay, Mike. I should have told you about those signals.
Oh, yeah, we didn't work any of those signals out. It all came together so fast
that
this afternoon.
yeah.
I'm really sorry about that. Warren, I understand you have a bone to pick with the producers of the new movie Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
No, I'm happy for them, and I'm happy for myself, and I'm a happy guy.
What's the connection?
There is none. Well, there's a movie I understand coming out called Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
And you have a song
Yeah, Waddy Wachtel and Roy Marinell and I have a song.
called
And
Things
they
to...
don't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah?
That's approximately all I have to say about it.
It's funny. Because that one came from my secret source, who said that he would want to talk about his bone to pick with Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
Well,
Secret.
what can I say?
That's my secret source. I do have a secret source.
How secret?
It's pretty secret at the moment.
How tall?
About as tall as Warren. Shall we introduce her?
Sure.
Hey, secret source. Secret source.
Back here.
Oh, come on in here.
No.
Our very own Anita Gevinson, actually. Well, she claims.
Did we say that I was going to say something funny or something ugly about Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead?
I thought
Did I indicate that perhaps I would have some kind of rich anecdotal material to draw from on this topic?
I thought you should be paid for it.
Well,
And then what was the other one you told me about just before?
Oh,
The
a shirt.
baseball hat? Oh, where did you get your shirt?
Oh,
Where'd you
this
get your
shirt?
shirt?
Well, this shirt that has the Gonzo logo on it was a gift from my guru and mentor, Dr. Hunter S. Thompson, to whom the new album is dedicated.
That is impressive. That is impressive. By the way, the secret is out. Anita Gevinson, who works here at the radio station, does a shift. Well, you know Anita. I don't have to tell you who Anita is. She claims to have been romantically involved with Warren Zevon. No one really believes her, and I wonder if you could set the record
it couldn't
straight.
be more true. Did you really tell him that?
They don't believe me?
No,
It's
they
like
don't
this big
seem to.
fantasy she's living.
I guess I just dreamt it.
Listen, if you're going to
I
talk
think maybe she meant Richard Thompson.
Warren Zevon in the Music Hall,
Or that Canadian fellow, Bruce Coburn. Yes, it's true.
play us another
true.
song.
The Knives.
Another song?
It is true.
Our associate, Dr. Babyhead, has to tune the guitar, so we need
Okay.
to keep
Well, then we'll go on with it. So it is true. You were just
Yeah, he's raising the E string.
you
Yes,
and
it's
Anita
true.
had a
Yes,
thing.
yes, it's true.
Did you live together for
Yes,
a long
we did.
time?
We lived together in Philadelphia for
What was she like to live with? I mean, what was it like? I did the morning show with Anita.
She did a morning show there. It was like living with Howard Stern. Sexually, anyway. I don't know. How do I answer that?
I don't know. Truthfully.
I think I did. Just not amusingly, as is so often the case.
You know, I was going to... a cynic might assume that the reason that you made the new album in your home studio is because the label wasn't willing to give you any money.
Because I couldn't afford to go to a studio?
Yeah.
Well,
Is that the case?
They
Look
were
at it this
very,
way.
Very nice to him.
yes, they were very, very nice to me. And, they gave me a certain budget, and they let me go make any kind of record I want, and then I bring it in and play it for them, and they liked it, and everything was great, And it suits me to do it that way. It was fine with me. I enjoyed doing it this way. I guess it's sort of like the inverse of the Faustian deal that we associate with the record industry, where they give you $1 million, but they tell you got to wear those silver pants, So it was a reasonable sized budget and a lot of freedom.
And you made the record at home.
Mm-hmm.
Did your house survive the abuse?
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
probably
I
just
wasn't
have
evicted.
You probably just have a studio down in the basement or something. Like a, is it?
No,
when
it's
you-
an apartment. It's an apartment.
Is that right?
Yeah, people keep asking me why this whole album is sort of gentler and more ballad-like, and I tell them I didn't want to wake the neighbors. I didn't want to be evicted. It's not a philosophical change. I haven't undergone some, midlife crisis, and now I'm crooning for the rest of my days.
Is Duncan's guitar tuned?
It's nice.
Oh, he's tuning for you. Ah, now it's true.
My
Just a
sense of
courtesy.
intonation
stature we
leaves
were
a little
talking
to
about.
be desired.
Just as a courtesy, I tuned it.
Yes, of course.
Did you bring any gifts, Duncan?
I have gifts for everyone too. If you line up,
Any
outside the music hall,
small little trinkets, right?
trinkets and candies.
Yes. Yes. It's always a good thing to bring
Larry
something
helped
for
me
the
pick
women.
them out.
Larry brought some nice presents. You brought some things, but they were in the car you cracked up this morning.
Yes.
You got in an
Yes.
accident this morning?
Yes. Well, yeah, an unfortunate little incident. I had small trinkets from various South American countries piled up about this high in my car, about up to the level of my vision, and it ended up I hit a bump, and some of them kind of
Slid.
piled over, and I lost my line of vision. So.
I thought it was something like that. Well, once again, your generosity is undone you, huh?
Yeah, yes, it always seems to be the case for me.
Well, it's good to see you're okay.
I give too much.
We're with Warren Zevon, Larry Klein, Duncan Aldrich in the Music Hall. Another one from the new album. Is that the plan?
No, this is one from the ancient,
Oh, good,
and
good.
distant dawn of time. Does this have an intro or something I might have forgotten?
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh. Well, get this. Just plug them. We get more of like a Green Day thing happening with this guitar. It's a little dull in the headphones. Could it be one of these knobs?
Pat,
Make
could you
music
turn up the
hall.
Green Day?
I'm sorry, Mike. It's an existential live music.
It's fine.
kind
This
of
is drive
situation.
time, Everyone's turning their radios off and leaving. It's no problem.
Make-
No, it's fine.
Gee, that made me feel 10 feet tall.
Can we get
What
more
a
Green
host.
Day on the guitar, please?
Get some of those gifts out of my car.
No, I think this is fascinating. I think this is a good interview. It's very spontaneous. They're getting a glimpse into what the life of what a real musician's life is like. So it's good. It's working well.
Are you on the air now?
We are.
Okay.
How are we doing?
Anita
in
has
there?
her face buried in her hand.
You
There
know,
we go.
actually, okay. Before we go, there was a very funny episode of the Larry Sanders Show, where it's a show about a talk show, and you were a guest appearing on
Yeah.
the fictitious talk show within a talk show, and he forced you to
My
perform.
acting debut.
He forced you to perform Werewolves of London, and I was wondering if that was art imitating reality, or is it a fabrication?
Art imitating reality, imitating art. Well,
I mean, are you sick?
Let
I guess
me-
to ask more directly, are you sick of Werewolves of London? Do you wish you never had to play it again?
let me stress that was a part. It was all scripted. It wasn't. There was no improvisation. You know, it was a very specific and disciplined acting assignment.
I'm sure. I didn't say it. I got that from my source.
You did. In other words, you did the job and you moved on.
Got paid, got out of there.
It sounds like you're going to play Lawyers, Guns, and Money.
Well, I went home with the waitress, the way I always do. How was I to know she was with the Russians too? Huh? I was gambling in Havana. I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this. I'm the innocent bystander. And somehow I got stuck between the rock and the hard place, and I'm down on my luck. Yes, I'm down on my luck. When I'm down on my luck. And I'm hiding in Honduras. I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. The shit has hit the fan. Send lawyers, guns, and money. 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 Woo!
Warren Zevon, looking great, sounding even better in the music hall here at FM 101.9. What's up? Are you going to play any gigs, or are you going to go on tour for the
Oh,
album,
I
or
suppose so.
yeah?
Yeah, we're going to go on tour for a couple of months.
Will it be this arrangement, the trio here, or more of a substantial setup, or what?
It'll be a lot of guys. A lot of guys. A 5-piece band from Dublin called Something Happens.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
They're going to back you up.
Mm-hmm.
Because you haven't really been out on the road with a band in a while. You've done a
Not
lot of
for a
solo
couple of
touring.
years.
Oh, that'd be good. So hopefully, maybe we can try to get you a gig at the Troubadour. You can make your debut there.
Well, I think we have to decide whether it's a folk club or a heavy metal club. Before we, hopefully it'll be in like a heavy
Can't get
metal
hung
night
up
for
on
me.
these semantics. Warren Zevon, thank you so much for coming by. It's really been a pleasure having you here.
Thanks, Mike. I enjoyed it.